Hey guys, it's Jonathan from Bullet Motorsports, and we are back, baby. We've got another 1987 Buick Grand National. This one has tasteful modifications, upgraded turbo, GN1 Champion heads, along with the Champion intake. The list goes on. It also is running on alcohol injection, so that's gonna make it really fun on the test drive. If you guys wanna find out full details on this beautiful Grand National, click on the link below. It'll have underside shots, a full gallery, and all the information that we have in regards to this one. This came out of a private collection, so we did not get much data. So I'm gonna do the best I can in regards to looking at the products under the hood and give you my honest opinion on this ride. Let's do it. Let's talk about the overall condition. I would rate this one a 6.5 out of 10, not because of mechanicals, but because of body. So there are minor blistering spots and minor wear spots in the paint. Overall, the body is pretty straight and looks good. You are missing your side pieces here. It is rolling on a set of the GNX replica 18s with 555Rs on all four corners, about 95% tread. Front fascia is very nice. You are greeted by a beautiful precision intercooler. It's about 3 inches thick and definitely will cool the air down before it gets inside the intake. Front headlights are very nice. Your buckets are still original. Front bumper shows well, just minor wear on some of the internal components of this bumper. Driver's side shows very well. It has been repainted at some point, but there is wear on some of the paint components. So this is probably from a car cover being on it, honestly. So you have that. The rubbers throughout, very nice. It is tinted. You have a small stress fracture up here, so like a little crack, which is common. Your quarter glass shows very well, and when I pull it back, it looks good. Rear quarter is very nice. Once again, your little metal trim pieces are missing here, and the inner fenders have been rolled in because the diameter of the wheel is a lot larger. When I look down the side of it, you can see my reflection. The reflection is nice. Underneath here is nice, and you do have aftermarket, looks like pipes exhaust. Looking at the trunk and rear area, very clean. Your taillights are very nice. Your fuel fill is nice, does have a locking cap. To open up the trunk, put the key in, and you can twist it. You have your SPID right here, which is gonna be our identification for what options are done to this one. So you're gonna look, it's in alphabetical order. WE2 is there, and we do have the let's see if we have G80 posi traction, which is going to be very important. Trunk is very nice. You do have the spare tire, which is getting very expensive. So if you're looking for a spare tire for these, it's like 400 bucks now. Under the carpet, shows well. Insulation back there. Quarters look good. Closing it, closes nicely with no rattling. Looking at the passenger side, it is the same condition as the driver's side. Your doors open and close easily. Window is, the plastic shims most likely are broken, so you're gonna see movement there. You do have minor wear on some of the black components here. Around the window on this side, just a small stress crack. And then once again, paint condition is the only reason we're giving it that lower rating. This has a ton of performance modifications which makes me happy because we get to test it out. And when that alcohol injection kicks in, it cools the engine down and it allows you to run more boost, which is important. This does have a standalone, which we'll show you when we get inside. Small little scratch right here. Tire looks like it touched the fender at one point, but it looks like they've rolled them since then. So you don't have your rock guard anymore, which would be an original paint texture down here. So obviously it's been repainted. Small imperfections on the door. Front passenger fender has a small little dimple right here. But once again, this is a great car to jump in and drive and enjoy. Probably with those modifications, I would think it's going to be close to 500 horsepower easily to the wheels, and we'll test that out later on. Let me pop the hood, and then we'll take a look inside. Let's get to the good stuff. So before we open this, I want you guys to see some of the imperfections. So you have small bubbling on the top half of the hood, a small imperfection right here, and then a small stress crack on your front nose fascia area. Opening it up. You still have your original Power Master. We definitely should add brake fluid before we take it for a test drive. Champion heads, Champion intake, upgraded fuel system as well. You do have an external wastegate with, I don't know what size turbo that is. Looks like a 66. Downpipe is 3 inches. Does have manifolds as well. Big precision intercooler up here. You also have an intake. So this is running a standalone computer, which is located on the passenger footwell. We'll show you that later on. Inside here, very tidy, nice and clean. You still have your air condition here, and it looks like it's been retrofitted, and we'll test it out when we get inside. Insulation is in nice condition. This is the original insulation. Minor wear just due to the turbo's feed line. so from touching it. But overall, very happy with how it looks. All right, let's take a look at the interior. First thing I'm noticing, the seats have been reupholstered. You can tell because of the texture on the seats. They are in excellent condition because they're brand new. You do have a set of gauges there, so you have a oil pressure and fuel pressure gauge. You also have a speedometer that goes to 85 miles an hour, which this is definitely going to go past. Steering wheel has been refinished and it shows very well. The texture is very nice. Dash is in great shape. The top half of the dash is cracked, so that's a replaceable piece. And if you guys purchase it, we will include a new one in the trunk for you. We'll even paint it to match the correct color. Your chrome stripping on the dash does have minor wear. They do sell that through G-Body Parts. And once again, I'm telling you all these things. This is not my car. I have to disclose it exactly how it is. And it makes life easier for both myself and you guys when you're purchasing a car from us to know exactly what's going on. Headliner shows well. It is missing the bulb for the actual top half when the door is open. Seats fold forward nicely. You have your ashtray back here for your patrons. Rear seats have been refinished as well, and you do have the GN1 arm pad, which we will include. It's very nice, especially if you're driving this long distances. Sitting inside, it's comfortable. The seats have been redone. Your door cards do have wear. The actual windows do operate, but this one has a track issue, so the plastic clips have broken. You can see your computer right here, so it has a Casper's computer, essentially, that's running your ECU adapter module. You have your alcohol injection right here. This is your test button. It's missing a little dongle. And you do have I think this is an aftermarket radio that looks sort of factory. To start it up, very easy. Put the key in, and it starts up nicely. Gauges are turning on. Let's see how the AC works. Sounds good. AC is blowing cold. That's nice. You have a defogger right here. The check engine light is on. That's probably because it's running on a standalone. Rear section's clean. Center console's nice. Here's the information for the actual computer. We'll plug that in, and if there's any data on there, we're going to showcase it to you. Looks good. Let's take it for a spin. If you guys have any questions, give us a call at 954-363-2261. We are an open book here. We've sold over 115 Grand Nationals and GNXs, so just open door policy here. So if you have a question, we'll tell you exactly how it is. This is a nice driver, minor wear, but listen to that. Oh, let's go drive it. Before we go for a test drive, I want to tell you guys about our Grand National shirt. So this is our Turbo 6 shirt. We also have a Turbo 6 hat. I did plug in the USB that we found. It is just a tuning software from Holley, so we're going to include that with the sale. All right, we're taking the 87 out for a test drive. So far, drivability feels good in regards to just cold start. We have 67 pounds of oil pressure right now. Our fuel pressure is at 39 pounds. It will increase as we give it boost. Your LEDs. So the LEDs are off for your RPM. And boost is showing 3 bar when there is no bar. Your alcohol is operating, so your alcohol injection is lit up, so that means, well, not lit up. So once we hit it and it goes into spraying, it's going to light up in red, so we'll know that it's operating. I am noticing that we are missing the headrests. Steering wheel is very nice. Turn signals operating. No lights for the brake because it still has a Power Master. Seats are comfortable. We're jumping on the Marina Mile right now. And once again, I want you guys to look at the history of us selling these. So we're going to tell you exactly how it is so you have an honest representation of this car. Suspension feels good. The steering box is tight. See how the lights work. Lights are on right now. I'm going to keep it at a drive. Let's see if it shifts down. Yep, so overdrive is working. You can hear the turbo too. I like that. We're going to go over the Marina Mile Bridge so you guys can see how the suspension reacts. Then we'll do a turnaround. I'm going to do partial throttle on this. I don't know who built it. I know it does have Champion heads, Champion manifold, upgraded fuel system, and the fuel pressure is right. So it's running 93 octane with alcohol injection. Let's see if the radio works. Radio works. Okay. Air condition does operate, so we tested that out earlier. Going over some bumps. My mirror control does work, it's just a little tight. Power windows operate, but they do need assistance when you're putting them down so that they go in the track properly. Once again, that's a small plastic chip or a piece that you put in the glass to fix that. This is not our car, so we cannot do this. We're just going to describe it exactly as it is and sell it how it is. Let's get it out of overdrive. I love that sound. I love me a good Grand National. We're going to turn here. I'll do partial. We're not going to brake boost this one. But in regards to the oil pressure, right now it's at temperature. So we have 30 pounds of oil pressure, 35 pounds. What you're hearing is construction equipment up there. Ready? Woo! Oh, she gets up and goes. Let's see. Oh, amazing. We're gonna turn right here. Check engine light came on. I didn't even get half throttle, but it pulls. Big turbo, so you gotta wait for it to spool up. Let's see if we cycle it, it'll no, we still have a check engine light. Taking a corner here, no issues. We're gonna go over the bumps right now. I didn't even get to do, not even full throttle, I rolled into that. Going over the bumps right now. No issues, big dip. A little bit of scrubbing from the front, but not bad. If you guys are looking for a Grand National that has a really nice setup, but may need a little bit of additional tuning, this would definitely be it. It has the right parts, it has the right looks, but I think it needs to be further dialed in for the next end user. So click on the link below to find out full details on this ride. You're able to bid on it or find out what we're gonna do with it. See ya.